We just got our first major updates relating to Juan Soto in the meeting he had with the Boston Red Sox. I'm here to break down all of the news and information on this episode of Red Sox Digest. But first, remember to subscribe to the channel if you're a part of the 84.5% currently watching this video, not currently subscribed. You guys have been killing it as of late. We just eclipsed 500 subscribers, so thank you guys so very much. But now the goal is 1,000, so please go down and click the subscribe button if you're part of the 84%. It means the world to us, and we do appreciate all of it. So thank you guys so very much. But again, let's get to it and break down the massive Juan Soto updates. And again, they are absolutely massive. There's no way around it. Again, Juan Soto is a generational player. There's no way around it, and he should be paid close to what Shohei Ohtani got, maybe just a little less due to the idea that he is not going to be a starting pitcher at any time in his career that we know of up to this point. That would be a massive curveball from Juan Soto. But again, what you're getting on the offensive end is generational. It's hard to use a different word for that due to just how damn good Juan Soto really is at the plate. Obviously, a left-handed bat that can hit for power, who can hit for average, and walks an absolute ton. Has one of the greatest eyes I've ever witnessed on the baseball diamond. And again, he's going to get paid for it because of just how damn good he really is. Now, obviously, Boston is a long shot. So are the Tampa Bay Rays, but the Toronto Blue Jays, who also have a meeting with Juan Soto. I will say there is something that stands out between the Jays and the Red Sox, and then obviously to the two New York markets in the Yankees and the Mets, obviously are going to have more payroll and cap room to then devote to Juan Soto, which is probably what is going to end up pulling him towards a New York market. But again, it seems like the Boston Red Sox had a damn good meeting with Juan Soto and set a very good impression. Now we're going to be citing Sean McAdam, who goes on to say, from overnight, Juan Soto Red Sox get acquainted in, quote, productive 3-hour SoCal meeting. So let's get to it and break it down. Again, same title, but again, it was from this morning, 3:38 a.m. From November 15th, and it goes on to say Soto was said to be impressed by the Red Sox presentation, which included a video taking note of the franchise's history of star players from the Dominican Republic, Soto's native country. The Red Sox laid out their plans for the future and highlighted the crop of soon-to-be arriving top prospects while giving a detailed outline of ownership and Fenway Sports Group. In turn, Soto wanted to know about the team's commitment to winning, player evaluation methods, and Fenway Park and its facilities. So again, overall, this is a massive, massive piece of the puzzle for the Boston Red Sox. We knew we were going to be long shots to go out and get Juan Soto due to the lack of dollars we can give him compared to those New York markets. It's really just that simple. There's no other way to slice it. But what we do have a leg up on is the fact of the matter is that we have had elite, Hall of Fame, all-star level players come through this Boston Red Sox organization, specifically from the Dominican Republic. Right now, obviously, we have Rafael Devers, who is going to be our cornerstone, who is the cornerstone to our franchise right now. And if Juan Soto comes, it will be him. It'll be a 1A, 1B type of situation. Obviously, we'll have Rafi at third and Soto in right or left field, wherever they choose to put him, alongside the other surplus of talent we have in the outfield. But again, that would be just like the David Ortiz, the Manny Ramirez, the Pedro Martinez. These guys, all from the Dominican Republic, are all people that should be associated with this Red Sox meeting going in to see Juan Soto. Hey, leaving that good energy, that good vibes around the Boston Red Sox organization in order to pull him away from those pinstripes. We need it so, so bad. And again, I think this is going to be one of the biggest kickers for this entire negotiation and attempt to go out and really pursue Soto to land in Boston rather than in New York. And again, I think it's really going to do more than we honestly anticipate. Now, this article from McAdam goes on to say the Red Sox meet with free agent outfielder Juan Soto in Southern California Thursday night, according to a source with knowledge of the get-together in what was termed a, quote, productive first session. So, to break this down, before we even get to the next one, I'm so excited about this. First of all, it was productive, yes, but it was a first session. Assuming that there may be more sessions here to come between Juan Soto and the Boston Red Sox organization, this is a step forward. This is a productive step at that. Team President Sam Kennedy, Chairman Tom Werner, and Chief Baseball Officer Craig Breslow, and Manager Alex Cora represented the Red Sox, who offered a formal presentation to Soto and his representatives, including Scott Boras, designated to introduce Soto to the team. The meeting lasted approximately 3 hours. So, again, a few moving parts to break down. Who was at this meeting for the Red Sox? None of those none of those players that were from the Dominican Republic that would be able to span that little bit of energy and vibe to Juan Soto in this meeting. But I think it was for a different setting. And the reason I say that is because it was a productive first session. And the fact that they labeled it a session is massive, because it feels like we're going to get multiple sessions throughout this offseason to multiple teams. It seems like he'll meet with the Yankees, he'll meet with the Mets, he'll meet with the Red Sox again. These teams that are going to be competitors in order to go out and get someone like Juan Soto are going to see him multiple times through the offseason in order to really pitch an entirety of a deal and the entirety of what they're going to be offering to him going forward. Hey, we're going to give you 10 years, $550 million, $620 million over those next 10 to 12 to 15 years. This is what you're getting. This is what you're joining. This is the club that is going to then acquire you and take care of you, love you, and use you as an asset for a baseball team. And again, I think in the next session or the third session, we'll see the Manny Ramirez's, we'll see the Pedros, we'll see the David Ortiz all be involved in these meetings in one way or another, whether they be physically present or there's just videos made for them by them and because they couldn't make it or whatever it may be. I feel like that is something that we're going to get close to actually seeing from the Boston Red Sox, and again, these past and previous players that are legends with this organization. Now, if we look at the depth chart, the reason I brought this in this video is because of really the pieces that we have and what's locked down. The difference between, and this is the difference I wanted to highlight, between us and the other teams that are meeting with Juan Soto. And the reason I think it's so impactful is because he met with the Blue Jays. But the Blue Jays, yes, they have Vladdy Guerrero, a great young piece at first base, but he hasn't been extended. If we look at the Boston Red Sox, they have their star player in Rafael Devers, as well as a bunch of others, but they also have already paid him. He has been paid for 10 years. He's been extended 10 years already. He's not going to be messed with contract-wise for a long, long time. Obviously, we have a bunch of other very young pieces like Tristan Casas, Jarren Duran, Rafaelo, Weiler Abreu, Yoshida has been in the league only for a few years. Again, this is going to be a very good team for years to come. And if you add someone like Juan Soto, who's only 6 years of age, he's going to be another very, very good, the best young piece on a very young baseball team. Again, obviously we have a few outliers. There's a few guys that are up there in age, but again, you can't be a full team of AAA guys. We have to have some age, and then we have to have some veteran leadership. Again, Devers is now getting older. No one's getting younger, but again, Duran is very young. Devers is relatively young. Rafaela is extremely young. Abreu is young. And then we get into the younger guys, like the AAA guys that are going to be on this roster next season, at least by the halfway to the end of next season, if not the next year starting that season. It is going to be very, very interesting to see how this Boston Red Sox team really pans out over the next few months to see where they're looking at in the not too distant future. Now, I'm going to cite this tweet because I am motherfuckers as well. Now, Jared Carabis, if you know who he is, you know who he is. He's all over Boston Red Sox Twitter. And motherfuckers will read a couple tweets and listen to a few podcasts and start believing the Red Sox actually have an outside shot at signing Juan Soto. I am motherfuckers, and I am motherfuckers without a doubt, because can't wait to see Juan Soto in a Boston Red Sox jersey, because it's coming, and I can't wait to see him not in a Yankees jersey. It is going to be a fantastic sight for all of us Boston Red Sox fans, but I'll see you when that happens on the next episode of Red Sox Digest.